Okay, so I'm going to help my students get through this Algebra 1 unit, quadratic functions and equations. We're going to start with the Parabolas intro. There are 4 questions. So, first question is graph a parabola whose x-intercepts are at these points and whose minimum value is at that point. So, minimum value or maximum value. Minimum value or a maximum value means we're talking about the vertex. All right, and that's the y on the vertex. And what we need to know is that whenever we have a parabola and it crosses the x-axis, wherever it crosses the x-axis, we have those two x-intercepts. The vertex is going to be right in the middle, right in the average, where they're the same distance. And so if we say we know the x value of the vertex is right here, and then if it gives us the y value. But if we have the formula, then we can just we can use these factors, and then we can get the vertex. So what we need to know is that the vertex is going to be at this halfway point between -3 and 5, and halfway between -3 is 5 plus -3 over 2, which is, this is 2, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. So it's at x equals 1. So over here I'm going to put this at 1, and then they said it's down in -4. And then the x-intercepts are at 5 and -3. But you know, we could just put the x over here at 5 or -3. That would work too. We could put it over at -3, and then we could move this one around, and we could see that the other x-intercept is going to be at 5, as long as we stay on -4. So we don't have to figure this out exactly, but this is a very important thing to know. And let's move on to the next one. So which parabola has exactly one x-intercept? Well, what does x-intercept mean? X-intercept means where it crosses the x-axis, right here. So so I can see over here this one has 2, and this one has 0, and then this one has 1. It hits the x-axis and looks like it's in one place. We can't guarantee it's in one place, but the others are not right, so this is the only one that can be right. Mark the vertex of the parabola. So what do we say? The vertex of the parabola is either the highest point or the lowest point, and it's halfway between these x-intercepts. So we have x-intercepts at 4 and 0. That means our vertex has to be at 2, and that means it's right there. So that is the lowest point. You can see it's the lowest point, but it's also, we can check to see that the vertex is actually halfway in between. All right, our last one. Which parabolas open up? So we have 2 questions here. One is opening up, and one is opening down. So it's like a cup. So if you can imagine, we had a cup here. Is the cup here, is it up, or is the cup here, is that down? So this one is down, this one is up, and it does say choose all answers that apply. That means maybe more than one, and this one is also up. Okay, so that's how we do Parabolas intro.